Hey guys, it is Kari Cross here, and I am going to you guys live on both Facebook and Instagram. And I figured I would do a little coffee with Kari and let you guys get to know me a little bit better, answer some questions for you. I know we do a lot of videos and I talk a lot about real estate, and a lot of you choose me to help you buy and sell one of your largest assets. And I think it's important that you know who you're working with. And there's some things that I was wanting to, talk about and discuss. And I thought, might as well come on live. And I'm going to do this kind of every Wednesday for a while. I'll come on in the morning and pick a topic. Some of you have asked me questions about myself in the past, and so I'll kind of go off of some of those topics, but if you have some new topics, definitely let me know. So today I'm going to start off with a very kind of personal, crazy topic that might not be for everybody, but I'm going to do it anyways because it's really bothering me, and I thought maybe you guys can help me. So it's very personal. It's very much, many of you, for the women mostly, but you men may be dealing with it with a lady in your life. And so you might have some male perspective, or maybe tag your women in this so that they could comment and help out as well. So I'm going to share what's going on with me. I'd love to hear some input from you guys. Like, comment, share. Let me get to know you as well as you're getting to know me. But today's topic that I wanted to talk about is hot flashes. I am having some difficulty in this department, and I don't know what to do. I knew of hot flashes. People are like, oh, I'm having a hot flash. It's not at all what I thought it was, and I don't know that it's talked about, like just discussed. So I want to tell you what I'm experiencing. You might have different experiences, or maybe it's the same. I'm not sure. But right now, when I get a hot flash, I thought it would be like, oh, I'm warm now, which I hate to be cold. So I figured I'm going to love it when I start getting hot flashes. But it's not like, oh, I'm warm right now. It's actually like my insides are burning, and then it rushes from my head to my toes. I feel like there's a movie where the people like exploded from the inside out. I don't know what movie that was, but that was a movie. That's what I feel like when I'm having a hot flash. So it's this burning inside, which I can actually deal with because I feel a rush of heat. I like to be warm, so I'm kind of okay with that. The problem that I'm having is the on and off of the hot flash. That's the weird part that I'm struggling with. So I've got this overwhelming heat that I, take off my jacket or whatever. I've cooled myself off. I'm doing great. And then it goes away, and now I'm cold. So that's the problem. And how do you deal with that, the back and forth? Specifically, what are you doing at nighttime? Those of you that have been through menopause, how did you handle this? Those going through it, what are you doing? Those not yet going through it, help me out here. It's crazy to me. So I'm a sleeper that even in the summertime, I like to have a light blanket on me. I don't like the air to touch me. I don't like to feel the cold air. So I have this blanket on me. I'm sleeping. I feel this heat come off. And obviously I'm taking the blanket off because I'm so hot. But then all of a sudden it goes away, and now I'm freezing, and I've got to cover back up, get all readjusted. I finally get all snuggly, fall asleep, and here comes another hot flash. So I haven't slept in I don't know how long. I don't know what to do about this. So this has been kind of an ongoing issue that I'm having. And watch out for mood swings. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty, we should ask my family, but I feel like I'm pretty even keel. I don't really have mood swings. But that would be something that I guess my family should watch out for if that's an issue coming forward. But this not being able to sleep at night is driving me crazy. And it's not the hot flash, it's the back and forth of having it and not having it. So it's like I fall asleep from 10 to 1, I'm out, it's perfect. And then, 1 o'clock is kind of when they start. I think I'm so exhausted that I really sleep really heavily in the first part of the night. And then 1 o'clock on, it's been kind of a mess. So help me out with that. My other concern, so this has just started for me, but my other concern is what happens in the winter time. So for those of you that don't know, I'm always cold. I like to be warm. So in the winter time, I almost always have thermals on under my pants. People make fun of me because I always have, 2 to 3 to 4 layers on in the winter time. So almost always I have thermals on. Here's my concern. I'm going to have 4 layers on, and then I'm going to get a hot flash, and then what's going to happen? And then if I'm going to then take layers off, it's going to be gone by the time I'm done with that. Then I've got to do it again. Like, these are things that I'm so stressed about. You have no idea. So not quite sure how that's going to work out either. So any of you with tips that you could help me out with in the winter time, please tell me how I'm supposed to handle this. It's kind of weird for me. And then the last question I have is, how long does it last? So for those of you that don't know, I had a hysterectomy a while back. I still have my ovary, so I still have my own hormones, but I don't know if that makes a difference or not. Does that make a difference? I don't know. I'm sure these are all questions for the doctor, but I feel like they've got more important things to deal with than my struggles with being hot or cold. So I don't want to bother them with that. I do some research online, but there's not a lot of information about it. So I figured I would just ask all you ladies and see how you're dealing with it. I did speak to a friend of mine that had actually just started going through the same thing that I'm going through. And her and I were both having these same experiences. And so that got me thinking that we can't be the only two that are going through it. It's just something that it's not always talked about. And so I figured I'll put it out there. So I'm really curious what you guys think about the situation, if you're going through it, or if you're like me. When I was not going through it before, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be warm all the time. I'm so excited. And so even though I'm excited that I now have some heat, it's just not what I expected because I didn't know it was so on and off so quick. And so that's been really frustrating. So anyways, like, comment, share, tag your friends if you know somebody that's going through it or have gone through it that can give me some advice. I'd appreciate it if you tag them on this so that they can help me out with that. Next week, I'll try to make it a little less personal still. Conversations about me, my life, my past, what I'm going through each day. So if you have a question, you'd like to know, something you'd like to know about me, let me know. I'd be more than happy to chit chat about it. I really don't, obviously, talking about hot flashes today, I don't really care. Nothing's really that private for me. I don't think. I'm kind of an open book. So yeah, let's talk about things. If you're dealing with something that you'd like my opinion about, not that I have any opinions that really matter with anything. Opinions is something that I don't really give out very often because, to each their own. But I will walk you through what my take on it would be, or maybe I've gone through it, or we'll be going through it, or whatever. So Today's topic was hot flashes. Help me out. I don't know what I'm going to do in the wintertime. I don't know when I'm going to get a full night's sleep again. It's just so frustrating. If you have any tips or tricks, let me know. I'm going to get back to work now. Next Wednesday, we'll have another hot topic, and we'll dive in deep, and I'll let you guys get to know me a little bit better. Hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.